What's up, arm wrestling world? I just wanted to give an update because Martino Doni AW brought this to our attention on the Reddit. Core Sports has, I believe, just now updated their website with the King of the Table 5 information, and it's pretty nuts. So I'm on the countdown page here. That's going to be 3 p.m. I believe that's Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, October 31st. And if you go to the sign up page, you can see it over here, and it is, they actually give you the card information right here. Vitaly Laletin versus Dave Chaffee, Schoolboy versus Khalid, Lachlan Adair versus Irakli Zirakashvili. What a card. As far as I know, they didn't announce it anywhere. I'm sure it's coming. Checked their Instagram, I didn't see anything. But yeah, what an awesome card. I just want to make this video, get it out there, that we are going to see Vitaly, Chaffee, Schoolboy, Khalid, Adair, and Zirakashvili all on one card. October 1st. So, super interesting picks there. Vitaly, he's looking big again. A couple months ago, he did not really look in form and was getting beat by Dmitry Salayev in tournament pulling. But then there was some practice footage where it was the other way around. Vitaly clearly had the upper hand and also looked huge again. If you're subscribed to the newsletter, the armwrestlingforums.com newsletter, join now. You'll see updates and pictures on Vitaly, and yeah, he's looking in form again. So him versus Dave Chaffee, I think that's great. Sure, Dave's coming off a loss from Gennady, but Dave looked fantastic rounds 1 and 2, and that's kind of an interesting thing with arm wrestling, isn't it? Travis Bajan pointed this out. He's like, yeah, Chaffee lost, but if they were going to have a match and you had to bet $1 million, one round, who's going to win, I mean, you got to pick Dave, right? He kind of plowed through him on the first round there, so that's a really interesting way to look at it, right? Like, what is arm wrestling? Is it just two guys, fresh for fresh, one match, who's the better arm wrestler? Or do you drag it out over 5 rounds? And why stop at 5? Why not 500? Why not 1,000? How do you really determine who's the better arm wrestler? It's subjective. I don't think there's an actual answer to that. But point is, Dave Chaffee's a beast. Really hammered Gennady in those early rounds. And so yeah, I think him versus Vitaly is great. And we'll finally get to see some Vitaly action. He's been kind of MIA for a bit now. I think his last match might have been against Krasimir, right, in the top 8, which doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. And he destroyed Krasi, even inside-ish. Krasi did say that there was a lot of hand going on in that later hook round that they did. But yeah, so really exciting match. 2 top contenders right there. I mean, cream of the crop, Laletin and Chaffee, and then we have Schoolboy versus Khalid, which is very strange to me. I actually don't love this match. I mean, it's going to be entertaining, it's going to be interesting, but I don't love it because Khalid, I don't think he would even call himself an arm wrestler. He's good at arm wrestling, but he doesn't really train for it. He's not at practice every week. So you're not going to really get much data from that. You can't really connect too many dots. And if Khalid wins, it's like, okay, not much you can really do with that information. And if Schoolboy wins, it's like, all right, he beat a guy who doesn't really train arm wrestling. What can you really do with that information? Regardless, it'll be interesting. It'll be fun to watch. Get to see Schoolboy, who we also haven't seen in a hot minute. He did, again, if you follow the newsletter, he did just post a video of him training again. He probably knew this match was coming, and that's why he posted it. Kind of that classic arm wrestling TV montage of Schoolboy training. And then Khalid, I'm sure he's popped in here and there in Larry's channel, but we don't really have a gauge on where he's at. As for Lachlan Adair versus Irakli Zirakashvili, interesting match. I mean, you got to give it to Irakli right now because he's coming off that big win over Marcio. Pretty dominating performance there. Lachlan's still a bit of a question mark because he's kind of isolated down in Australia and is just like the clear #1 there. So we don't really see anyone give him trouble. We can't really gauge where his weaknesses are or start connecting too many dots because Australia's kind of its own little bubble. But Interestingly, both of them are pulling on the card this weekend, August 6th, East versus West. It is Lachlan versus Sandris, and Irakli is pulling Krasi. So that's going to give us a lot of information for this card, especially with Lachlan. I mean, Sandris is obviously the favorite by a long shot. I think even if Lachlan slows him down significantly, much less wins a round, that's going to boost Lachlan's stock quite a bit. But I mean, you got to give it to Irakli right now, no question about that. So yeah, just wanted to get this video out there, let the people know what's going on. Make sure you sign up and watch this crazy card coming Saturday, October 1st. So thanks for watching, guys. Head on over to armwrestlingforums.com to sign up for the newsletter. You can get updates like this and cool pics, videos, things happening, all for free. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.